There we go. Aloha and happy and welcome to Life of Paulette. We are heading to the Waikiki Beach, and it's going to be probably, I would say, like an hour from now. However, though, I just want to come on and say hi to you guys. How is everybody doing today? It's Monday Madness. I wanted to give a little update in regards to the gig economy. So if you're in the gig economy, you know the weather is going crazy. You know things is shifting from food deliveries to the drive. That's where all the income is on right now, is the drive. They don't tip as much as they do on the food deliveries, like they do on the food deliveries. But the drive, you're more consistent when you receive your stuff. So if you're in the gig economy and you're having a little concern and issue right now, just know that there's a slight little changes that's going on in regards to which app you want to jump on first, the time of the day, and when. A few videos back, I mentioned to you guys the apps that I definitely will recommend you guys working on during January, February, March time frame, and you all already know that it's the driving app. Not everybody is accustomed for people in the back of their cars or having a normal chit chat as they're taking people from point A to point B. But in this gig economy, we must learn that we have to switch up every once in a while, because what works during the holiday is not going to work right now. So if you were making $100, $200, $300 during the holiday, just know that now at the beginning of the year, started in January and February, it's going to be a little switch for you guys. It's going to switch up, and you may not be seeing a lot of tips going on. You're not going to be seeing a lot of high base space because the demand is lowering. Okay, nobody is in demand to take you from point A to point B anymore. It's not the holiday season, so you must be able to tap in on extra apps to bridge the gap, or you got to figure out which app is going to pay you the bang for your buck that you can lead with, and the ones that's just going to be a little filler for you. So for me, y'all already know I started up Lyft last year. I'm already over 2,000 drives, and that one works for me around January, February, March, all the way until June time frame. Lyft is going to be my go-to app, number one, and then the number two will bridge the gap with DoorDash. The reason why I chose DoorDash, guys, I was explaining to one of my friends just today, because she started up on Uber. For the last month, I've been saying, sis, just sign up on Uber, sign up on DoorDash, and go try it out. Do you know she's close to nearly $1,000 just in the space of the weekend? She probably did 4 days on Uber and already at a nearly close to $1,000. And she was so excited, and I was like, but I told you months ago that you can make the money. You just got to figure out which app and when to work the app and make the money. So she was excited about that. I was so happy. You know, sometimes you sharing excitement with people, it's not that you're trying to boast or anything. You just wanted to make sure that they're aware that, hey, this is out there. I'm doing this. You can also do this and make that extra money. I mean, when my friend today showed me, she made nearly $9 in the space of a couple days. You know, she was like, wow, I didn't know that I could make this on the gig economy. And I was like, I told you, you can make it. You just got to get your mind right, and go ahead and turn on and just work the app. Sometimes it works for some people, but some people just need to see the push and see results. So I was glad that she registered up and she went on and she got it done. Another thing, when you starting up on any app with the gig economy, I just want you guys to know that good job, Jinx. Kudos to you. Congratulations. So a few things I wanted to let you all know too, of one of the reasons that you may or may not be seeing money is because you may have not toggled along certain preferences, or you toggle on a preference that's not working for you in your area. So example, if you are working per hour, you're losing money because you're getting all the orders that have no tip. Okay, I'm just letting you all know this. That working per hour that DoorDash is offering is a waste of your time. And if you guys are working per hour, you're losing money, because it's best to work for offer. You get a better chance to dig through, shuffle through, and pick the not so much cherry picking, but you could pick the contract that you want to work without having to feel like you have to take the order, and working per hour. That's why you can't see the order. You're going longer distance because DoorDash have it designed that way. You're not seeing what contract is coming in. They just told you gonna make $14. That means you could be driving for a $3 order that you don't know about, and you're moving from one spot to the 10 miles, but because they told you they're gonna give you $14 an hour, you decide, well, maybe I should go and do that because that will work for me. I feel like that hinders your money when it comes to DoorDash, or actually Uber as well. Don't go on the hourly rates. I feel like you're wasting your time and you're losing money. Another preference that I will highly recommend for those that does deliver alcohol. I don't deliver alcohol, but there's people that does deliver alcohol. If you're into delivering alcohol, sometimes their offers can be a little bit high when it comes to delivering alcohol. Also, you can also get shop and delivery orders as well. They can give you a bang for your buck. If you're just coming into Life with Paulette, go ahead and hit that like button. I'll appreciate it. So that's another preference that will probably increase your income if you really want to go across the board. Toggle them all on. Most people don't like the cash deliveries. At first, I was looking at it side-eye because I was like, what if I get to a house with somebody in a space that I don't want to be in a zone that I don't want to be? And the individual turned around and told me that they want their food, but they don't want to pay me. So a lot of time you don't want to get into no scuffles or no type of situations where you're putting yourself in harm's way. So that was one of the reasons. If I'm doing cash and delivery, I don't do cash and delivery in the dark. I will do a cash and delivery probably around lunchtime, early dinner time, and cut it off before the sunset, so that way I feel safer instead of going in the dark to somebody's house to collect them for a pizza or something, and you have too much triflingness going on. So just be cautious of that. But that's another option that you could add value to your paycheck throughout the day on increasing that income. One other thing I want to let you all know, if you're just starting up in the gig economy, you guys need an app that's going to be tracking your mileage. I don't write off gas. It's a waste of your time. You'll be there forever with receipts. Mileage is going to pay you more in your tax write-off. So I write my taxes off on mileage, okay? You get like 50 something cents per mile. So that means if I make $100, they're going to pay me 50 something dollars I can write off. So that for me makes more sense than getting all of the little gas bills and stuff like that. You don't get as much back when you do it that route. Now, all the sweeteners in your cars, all the car washes, all the mats that you put in your car, all the cleaning supplies, all of that can be write off as well. So make sure that you're saving your receipts for those, just in case you're audited or IRS is noticing that something is a little bit off and they want to audit you. You have all your proof of, hey, I made this money and this is what I spend it on, and you have your proof is okay. That's one other thing. That's like tip number 3 or 4 when it comes to the gig economy that I will highly recommend you guys to jot down before you even start the gig economy. You got to know these things. Another thing is in the gig economy that I will highly recommend you guys to do is register as an independent contractor. That's your GET. You got to get your GET license because that will put you, instead of a 40, a 1099, and you'll be able to write off as a business owner. And it comes with its perks. Yes, it has a downfall, but it comes with their pluses too. And not only that, most of the times, guys, when you are already a legit GET member, you can look into it, go online and figure out what it is. But I highly recommend that's in Hawaii, we call it the GET. In your area, just go online and look up the GET, and that's where you're going to be paying and for your license to work your business, because you're an independent contractor. Last but not least, I want to let you all know, a lot of you guys may or may not have insurance. Now, let's get this clear. The company of whichever gig economy that you're on, once you hit a certain level, they will offer you health insurance, they will offer you car insurance or any type of extra insurance. If you feel the need that you need extra insurance because your insurance, number one, is not covering your passenger or everybody else in the back seat, make sure, or the vehicle that you may or may not hit, just let you know, like in Hawaii is a no fault state. So if I run into the back of an individual, it's no fault state unless I have proof that that person was negligent. Then I can prove. That's why I always have what they called that's why I always have what they call dash cam, so that I can be able to, double check and make sure that, whose fault it can be. That saved me on my last accident. Automatically with a dash cam, you could go and check and make sure, was it my fault, was it their fault. Now, I do not get DoorDash or no Walmart Spark. I don't use their insurance because I have my own, and my insurance cover, I think it was last year I shared with you guys when I ran in the back of a car at an intersection, and it was my fault. So when I called my insurance, I just went straight into it. They ask you questions. They never asked me, were you on the gig economy working the app? I didn't get that question. My question was if I was okay. They asked me several other questions, and they asked whose fault was it, and I stated it was my fault. All the other time it was the other individual's fault, but this round, when I ran into that lady's back that did not charge me, actually, she was like, no, it's okay, it's just a little bump. When she looked at my car, the whole hood was caved in, and she was like, ma'am, you need to take care of your own car, don't worry about me. But I just want you all to know these things. If you do get DoorDash, if you are on Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, and you do get in an accident, I will call the company direct and explain to them and let them guide you through the next step. But if you already have insurance, you just call your insurance and say, I got into an accident. Whoever fault it is, you can say it's my fault or their fault. It's none of their business. Anything extra, do not answer questions that's not being asked to you, because you can also hinder yourself. A lot of time we overspeak things and we don't know what to say, and that can hinder you and your results. So if they don't ask you who was next to you in the car, there's no sense in you saying, oh, I bumped into this person, the black car behind me, the orange car in the other side, and the one that is in front of me. They're not asking you that question. So make sure that you keep your response very precise, detailed, precise though, meaning to the point. You're not giving them any extra, and I feel like that will help you guys in the run. If you feel like you need extra insurance, some people have both insurance from the company and also their own insurance, but my insurance, I've got the max, so it covers everything. It definitely covers the vehicle in front of me, behind me, my passenger. It definitely covers everything, so I don't have to go in there. So in this gig economy, you can always ask for extra, but if you feel the need that your insurance can cover you, then you should be good to go. And I've been in some accidents, I could tell you that. I've been in like 7 accidents already. Only one was my fault, okay? And that was the one where I rear-ended the lady. All the other ones, they hit me, and I had my dash cam and I could prove, and they basically accepted that they were the one that hit me. But it's not where you're going to go there and, call your insurance and tell them, I've been on this place or I've been this place. They're not asking you those questions. You just want to make sure whose fault is it, and let the insurance company go back and forth with each other. Now, if they come across and find you as negligent in anything that you do, they will not pay out. Okay, that's one thing with them. Like the other lady, when she hit me from the side and took off both of my doors and ran me up on the sidewalk because she ran a red light. When she was trying to get combative with me. The police was like, she has a dash cam and she can show the proof of your negligent. When I called the insurance company, I just uploaded the video to them and they can see she ran the red light. My light was green. Everything worked out perfect. Nobody got hurt. But I'm just letting you all know, when they do ask you the questions, you don't have to go thoroughly in details. You just go specifically on just what they're asking you for. And if you get in an accident working a gig, and they're not going to ask you if you were working that gig, they don't know. Okay, so if they didn't ask you, don't ask you, don't tell. If they didn't ask you or you don't know, I'm letting you all know, you don't have to go into no details. Answer specific what they asked you. Was it your fault or not your fault? And if it was your fault, then you need to make sure that you let them know that and they can work accordingly for that. But that's what I definitely wanted to make sure that, you know, a lot of people that's getting into the gig economy, they may not know. And no, like I mentioned, I do not have extra insurance because my insurance covers the whole thing, and I didn't see no sense in me paying extra because my insurance company is USA. So I've been with them for years and they do everything for me, and I don't have the needs to go extra. But for those that feel the need to do extra, yes, go ahead and get it done. Insurance is there for when you need it. You know, you got to pay it ahead of time. And oh my gosh, look at that car. Oh my goodness, it ran a red light. You see how crazy people is? You see him? He's drunk, eh? Now you see he ran a red light just like that, and that other car was coming out. The devil is a lie. You got to pay attention. You see? See, that's what I'm saying. Hello, Sister Dawn. You just got in. I almost fell twice. You did, Sister Dawn, because of the sleep. Poor sister, outside really bad. Well, you know what, guys? Let's pray for Sister Dawn. It's snowing over there. And, you know, she said she almost fell. So we don't want no falling of our sisters. We want everybody to be safe, guys. Be safe out there. This is the first day here in Hawaii that everything just, you know, slowed down. And the rain stopped. It was supposed to rain 80%, it said, but God said different. You know, he's like, no, we're going to give them a nice day today. So it is a little muggy outside, but it's not raining. It didn't rain nothing today. So that was a good thing. Then some meds and head to bed. Well, you take care of yourself, Sister Dawn. Thank you for stopping by. I was just updating on a few steps to take once you registering into the gig economy, that a few may or may not know what to do and what all is going to be needed. I mentioned you get an app that's going to track your mileage, and that is the Everlance. I use Everlance app, and that tracks my mileage, my payment, my expenses. It's track everything up in there. Once you upload and get everything in order, that works like a superhero. Okay, the next thing I want everybody to know, register up on your GT, so that way you can file as a business owner and an independent contractor the GET tax that you're going to pay. And the reason I'm telling you this, because just like my friend in 4 days made $890 something, and I'm looking at her like, you know, you got to pay tax on that, right? Because Uber is going to file that they paid you nearly $1,000, and Uncle Sam want his money. So you got to make sure that you have your backup, and if they see that you creating this income, anything over $600, you're going to pay taxes. Anything under $600, you don't have to pay taxes on that as an independent contractor. So you got to be very mindful. Like, she already passed $600. She definitely got to pay this year. When she filed for next year, she's going to have to pay it. But with all that, guys, just know the different steps that you're going to do. The last but not least little tip I want to give you guys too, if you are in the gig economy and you feel the need that your insurance is not enough, just in case of any hazard, any damages, anything, you can go ahead and you can register on any offering from DoorDash or from Grubhub or from Spark. Any one of those companies, once you hit a certain threshold with them, they'll offer you insurance. If you feel that you want to sign up for their insurance, you could go right ahead. It's not needed because I don't have it. That's why I don't talk about it a lot, about extra insurance. But I did tell you guys on my accident, when it was my fault, I was glad that I had insurance because I needed to make sure I could fix my own car. And after I got in that accident, I took my car in and the insurance company paid for everything everything for me. Even though it was my fault, they paid for it. So I just want people to know that if you need extra, go ahead and get extra. Don't wait for it to happen and then the shoulda, coulda, woulda come in, because that will definitely be useless. Okay, so go ahead, get your extra insurance if you need it. You don't have to if you already have, but then, you know, worst case scenario, you just never know. And today, guys, I came on around this time because she is going downtown. We're going to Waikiki, on Waikiki Beach today, and we're going to walk around the strip and see, you know, see some views and see what's going on a Monday night. It's going to be just busy anyway, but you know, we got to do what we got to do and call it the night. Hope all is well with you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. This is just some few tips and tricks in regards to startup within the gig economy that I thought you guys need to know. And if you didn't know, now you know, okay? And if you're not registered on all those apps, go ahead and register on all those apps, because it's definitely money out there to be made, and there's a lot of work, and we need people to service it. So money out there, there's work out there. We're just waiting for you to register and go make it happen. And don't be surprised like my friend that just made $900, and she was like, oh my God, I didn't know we could make all of that. Yeah, guys, you can make it. You just got to put your mind to it and just go work it. Okay? And she only worked dinner. That's not even the 3 breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She only did dinners, and that was from, I told her, 4:45 until 8:45, 9 o'clock, and that's what she worked, 4 hours. And she came back to me and showed me, she's surprised, like, oh my gosh, I made this amount. Yes, you did. You sure did, because I told you can make it. Okay, nothing is impossible. All right, nothing is impossible. So today we were just talking about the gig economy. Nothing special, but those tips for those that is working it, they're definitely going to be, you know, you need it. Everlands, track all of your expenses, your income, your mileage. Go ahead and register your GET taxes so you could pay Uncle Sam. Okay, and if you need extra insurance, make sure that your insurance is good to go, and you're not running around delivering a little $10 hamburger that's going to cost you everything. Okay, we don't want that. So go ahead and get your insurance going. If you're driving without insurance, then that's because your app have not yet updated, because every so often, I think every 3 months, they want you to send in that paperwork to see if you have insurance and your car is covered. So I would definitely, you know, go ahead and get it done. And if you do have and it's not covering everybody else outside, I will add that into, just to do little extra couple $1,000 that's going to save you and your pockets in the long run. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. It's already over 20 minutes, and that was just in regards to gig economy. So go ahead and make that shmoney, and I'll see you all on the next one. Deuces, Waikiki, here we come, honey.